In Moscow, reports emerged about the killing of a high-ranking Russian military officer. In the morning, a car exploded in a residential building's courtyard. Major General of the Russian Armed Forces, Fanil Sarvarov. Russian media say the explosion happened as he got behind the wheel. The general sustained severe injuries and was hospitalized. Later, information about his death emerged. The investigative committee of Russia has opened a criminal case. Sarvarov fought in Chechnya, Syria, and against Ukraine. He held a leadership role in the Russian Defense Ministry. He was responsible for the operational training of the armed forces of the aggressor country. Now we have a live connection. Serhiy Kuzan leads Ukraine's Security Cooperation Center. Mr. Serhiy, welcome.
Thank you. Greetings to you.
What is it about? What signal do you think perhaps Russia should receive as a result of this special operation, if it can be called that, the elimination of a high-ranking serviceman, especially one who was currently responsible for the operational training of the armed forces of the aggressor country? In particular, his work is now in the past. How important was it for the aggressor country, and how significant is the elimination of this serviceman now?
We really can't talk about any specific individual peculiarity here, as if all of the ongoing work on preparation and reserve formation would simply stop with his elimination. Specifically, this general. But that's primarily because our war is so incredibly large-scale that even the killing of a dozen or more generals, in principle, will not significantly change the overall course of the war itself. However, this is definitely a signal to the entire Kremlin leadership that there are no untouchables. Generals, that is, the highest ranking officers whom our special services reach right in their own homes. This, in fact, is precisely a signal to everyone that Moscow is not protected, that their key figures who form reserves, because after all, it's no secret the army fights with people, are unprotected. And that senior special services, Ukrainian special services, can reach each and every one of them. Moreover, they can come up with such methods that neither the Federal Security Service nor all their intelligence agencies nor none of their special services could protect their career military personnel. I think that today, in the current situation, this is not only a deeply demoralizing effect for many, but it also serves to further motivate other officers, including those who are higher ranking and hold more senior positions. They are encouraged to cooperate with the main intelligence directorate, as well as with the Foreign Intelligence Service, precisely in order to avoid experiencing the same fate as their colleague.
Thank you for your answer. I suggest we move on. The president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, stated that Ukraine knows where the Oreshnik has been deployed in Belarus. We have precise information. And we have shared this data with our Western partners because the weapons range threatens not only Ukraine, but also EU countries, particularly Poland and Germany. What do you currently know about the deployment of the Russian Oreshnik on combat duty on the territory of Belarus? And in your opinion, what should it be? The reaction of the international community? Because according to the latest data calculated by experts, the Oreshnik from Belarus will not threaten Kyiv. Instead, it poses a threat to European countries.
Yes, you are right. In general, these missiles, like the Oreshnik missiles of medium range, they essentially do not pose a significant threat to adjacent territories. That is, it is a large ballistic missile that rises directly into outer space and can strike targets at a distance of up to 700 kilometers. So it's definitely not Kyiv, nor the outskirts, nor anywhere near there. For Ukraine, this Oreshnik would have to be deployed in the same Kapustin Yar, where there is better infrastructure, where there are better opportunities even to aim. And this is, of course, a clear and significant signal for all European countries, both for those in continental Europe and also for the United Kingdom. This medium-range missile is capable of reaching everywhere. And the president of Ukraine, he clearly stated that this is a complex missile. It requires many components, and unfortunately, some manufacturers are still not under sanctions. That is, the supply of these components to Russia has not been stopped by the Europeans. Our intelligence provides this information, Regarding these companies, it provides information confirming systematic cooperation. Well, ultimately, the decision is still up to the Europeans because it is a political decision. In addition, the Ukrainian side calmly states that we already know what to do with such decision makers. Our special services have eliminated such individuals directly in the city where they were developed. And we know how to eliminate them, that is, how to counter such weapons on the territory of Belarus, which in principle is an easier task for our special services. But again, I repeat, this should be a consolidated decision, and there must be a request from our European partners. And only in that case can certain operations be carried out on the territory of the Republic of Belarus. So, I repeat once again, today the ball is firmly in Europe's court, and if you are truly and genuinely concerned about your own security and safety, then it is absolutely necessary to further strengthen Ukraine's military capabilities, the capabilities and effectiveness of our special services, as well as our defense industry, by the appropriate and required amount, so that we can successfully carry out such important operations, including, among others,